Hi everyone, I'm Whitney from Sugar and Sparrow, and today I'm showing you how to make an eggless chocolate cake that's incredibly moist, rich with chocolate flavor, has the perfect velvety texture, and uses simple ingredients you probably already have in your pantry. You can even make it dairy-free with one ingredient swap. I did tons of recipe testing to really nail this recipe down, and I'm so happy with the winning recipe. It might even be my new favorite chocolate cake. Here are the ingredients we'll use. 2 cups or 265 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 2/3 cups or 340 grams of granulated sugar, 2/3 of a cup or 60 grams of unsweetened natural cocoa powder, and it's important that you don't use Dutch processed cocoa powder here. I used Hershey's, but any natural cocoa powder will do. 2 teaspoons of baking soda, which is part of the egg replacer in this recipe, a half teaspoon of salt, a half cup or 120 milliliters of vegetable oil, which adds a ton of moisture, 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of white distilled vinegar, which is the other part of the egg replacer in this recipe. It reacts with the baking soda to give this cake the perfect amount of rise while binding the ingredients together. 1 cup or 240 milliliters of whole milk at room temperature, and if you want this cake to be dairy-free, you can use soy milk in place of this, and 1 cup or 240 milliliters of hot coffee. This helps bind everything together and blooms the cocoa powder at the end of the recipe. It won't add any coffee flavor to the final cake, but if you'd rather not use coffee, you can use an equal amount of hot water. We'll start by adding all the dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl: all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, unsweetened natural cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Whisk these ingredients together until they're combined. Next, add the milk, vegetable oil, pure vanilla extract, and white distilled vinegar, and whisk all of that together until you have a smooth-looking batter. Finally, I'm adding the hot coffee and whisking it in. This really helps to bind all of the ingredients together and blooms the cocoa powder before the baking process, so it really helps to enhance the chocolate flavor a ton and creates a beautiful texture in the final cake. When the batter is combined, it will be very thin, but that's okay. Pour it between your prepared cake pans, either 3 6-inch cake pans like what I have here or 2 8-inch cake pans. Bake the cakes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean or with just a few moist crumbs. I like to cool the cake layers in the pans for just a few minutes before transferring them to a cooling rack and letting them cool completely to room temperature. Once they were cooled, I paired these eggless chocolate cake layers with my favorite chocolate buttercream, which I will link below. I'll also link my vegan chocolate buttercream recipe in case you're making the vegan version of this cake. You can pair these cake layers with any frosting that you'd want on a chocolate cake and it would taste amazing. I absolutely love how moist and decadent this cake turned out, and it has the most amazing chocolate flavor. I could not stop eating it during the filming. You can't tell that this cake is eggless at all. It just tastes like a really great chocolate cake and truly rivals my favorite chocolate cake recipe in every way. I hope you love it as much as I do. Let me know if you try it in the comments. If you love cake, head to my blog at sugarandsparrow.com for all of my cake recipes, decorating tutorials, and ideas for your cake making. You'll also find lots of recipe videos and tutorials on my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button while you're there so you never miss a new video from me. Thanks for watching.